What's up, guys? Turbo Man 351 here. Do a little update. I haven't done a video in a while. Been very busy. Had some crazy stuff happen family-wise. My brother passed away unexpectedly 2 weeks ago, and so we've been dealing with that. My brother was 56 years old and just went home to be with the Lord. My brother was a saved man, and so I know where he's at. So been dealing with that. Update. Here we go. Clutch. I had to send the twin disc back to McLeod. Why? The 10 spline that was on there obviously is not going to work with the new T56 Magnum. I sold the other T56 that I got earlier in the other videos on my channel. That was a 10 spline T56, an early Ford Motorsports T56. I sold that to a guy on Facebook, took that money, bought the T56 Magnum. That's a 26 spline, and I had just bought this twin disc. As you guys know, it's brand new. I am still in the break-in period. I mean, look at this, dude. There's like, you can still see the machine marks here. So I called McLeod, and they said, hey, send us your disc, and for $126, we'll take the center hubs out, and we'll put in 26 spline hubs, and because you want to keep that same disc on with this floater plate and this pressure plate and your flywheel. They all have to stay together. You just can't get new clutches, is what I thought I could do, and just slap them on here. Now, I probably could have done that because there's very little runtime on this and get away with it, but McLeod is smart, and they said, no, we're not going to do that. I said, okay. Here's what you can send them in, and we'll rehub them for you for a very cheap price. I was absolutely flabbergasted over it. I didn't know they could do that, and that saved me a complete, I thought I was going to have to spend $1,300 on a new twin disc just so I can run the Magnum. I was like, that's crazy. What am I going to do with this brand new twin disc? This is a RXT HD model, okay? This isn't the one that's just rated for 1,000. This thing's rated for 1,200, okay? Yeah. Not like I'm going to get that. Out of that, I could if I wanted to, but I don't feel like spitting the block in half just yet. So that's an update with that there. I just sent the disc out today. They'll get there by Tuesday. They say it's three weeks, but normally it might take that long. It might not. I don't know. So that was cool. I could do that. That saved me a lot of money, okay? Because I still had to buy the cross member. What else did I have to buy? The trans mount so I can bolt it to the cross member. You know, that little guy, he's like 50 bucks. I had to buy that. And I got to buy the drive shaft. The drive shaft, I must get 72 inches. I know how long it is. It's the T56 Magnum in the Fox body has been done so many times that it's just like, it's it's a certain brand that's been there for years. And the drive shaft, this ain't it here, is exactly 72 inches long from the back of the pinion yoke of the differential to the rear of the Magnum. This one here is too long. Can I get this shortened? Yeah, I probably could, but that's way too much money to do that. I'll just buy a new one where it's all ready to go. I mean, I don't know. I might look into that to see if I can have that shortened to 72 inches, and I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that. Here's another big update, okay? Oh my gosh, man. How many videos did I make about the car shutting off and shutting on and shutting off and shutting on? How many videos did I make saying that it was the module, it was the distributor, it was my grounds, it was the ECU, it was something, right? Holly has this. It's not in the instruction sheet on the instructions in the Terminator X, okay? They don't have it in their instruction sheet. But I saw this little paper that they slid in the instruction sheet packet, And I didn't pay much attention to it, right? I was like, what is that? And I said, let me look at that, right? It was the very last thing I looked at the other day, and it just came to my attention that, oh my gosh, that's the problem. And it was the problem. It was the problem. Guys, it is absolutely 1,000,000,000% fixed. I was supposed to ground the coil, and I thought the coil was already grounded through the wire coming off the harness here from the fuse box. This is the stock harness for the car that I was getting the lead off of, the trigger for the coil, and I thought it was already grounded, but it's not. Nope, it's not. And Holley doesn't tell you that you have to do this. I guess this just happens to some cars, but with me, it was an absolute mandatory. You must ground your coil, especially that big honking thing that puts out so many millijoules. You gotta have that thing grounded. I mean, duh, right? I mean, come on, man, seriously. I mean, you got a ground that comes off here, the negative part that goes to the 6AL ignition box, but that box is not grounded, I don't think, through the ground that it's calling for from the box ground, which is right here. Weird, okay? I don't know. But they say to ground it. I grounded it, and it's fixed. And I mean, it is absolutely fixed this time. And I'll be honest with you, if it ain't fixed, I mean, I've been driving the car for the past couple of days now, and it is not shut off at all. It is not shut off. And it's always, I'll drive here to my son's church school that he goes to, which is like 12 miles. It's always, I'll go drive there, and I'll make it halfway back, and the car shut off. It has been on point, timeless like that, or it's every other run I go out with the car, and it shuts off, okay? And I almost know exactly when it's going to do it, right? And it was always at idle. I'll run the car for a while, come up to temperature, and as soon as I shove the clutch in, or I had to coast or something, as soon as I drop to an idle, boom, shuts right off. And that's because of the ground that it's looking for at idle, and it couldn't find it, and it found it temporarily through something, I don't know, but it is fixed. So Fox Body guys, if you have this problem, ground your coil. If it's an aftermarket coil, it makes sense to do that. You know, anything aftermarket like that, you know, you got to have it grounded, okay? I didn't think about that. I was stupid. So it's fixed. I'm glad that it's fixed. I almost bought another ECU for $600 and some from the Holley catalog. I almost pulled the trigger on that, and I thank the Lord I didn't, because that would have been a waste of money, and I would have been stuck with 2 ECUs. The only thing that I did spend money on that obviously I didn't need was the dual sync distributor. Now, it was on sale when I paid for it, so it was like $400 even, and I still got it, and I'm probably going to absolutely use that, because that thing is absolutely nice, okay? And it's not hard to put in. My balancer reads 50 degrees on here, so I can easily set it up, and it's not hard, okay? So I might end up doing that here real soon, which the car run a little bit better, time to be a little bit more accurate. Car has been running really good, guys. It's been flawless. You know, it's just, you know, hey, what can you say? I mean, Joe Simpson knows how to tune a car, man. This is the first tune that I've ever had where I can just get in it and just take off, and I have no problems, man. And the car has just been flawless. The only thing that I have to do is make sure that the sensors are all working right and everything's clean and up to par, and my electrical's right, because anything that happens from here out is going to be my fault and not the tuner's fault. A lot of people do that, you know, especially the ones that are very wet behind the ears. They get a car tuned, they watch YouTube, they think they can do the same thing, go to a junkyard, get a motor, go to the tuner, he tunes it, you throw a huge amount of boost at it, and then it only lasts for, what, 2 weeks, and you're calling the tuner and you're blaming him. Dude, don't do that, okay? I mean, YouTube and LS engines have absolutely destroyed that part of hot rodding, and it has made it really bad and difficult for the other guys to really make a living. I mean, they're making a living. It's just a huge headache part of doing that part of living, okay? Or, you know, career path with tuning. So just little words of wisdom there to you guys out there. So anyway, car runs really good. We got it up on blocks or jack stands. I have ripped everything out. That T5 popped right out, no problem, really easy. And that's it for the T5 life, dude. The T5 is done. And I think the T5 might have been on its way out, because when I had to drop the oil, it was very glittery. And I was like, wow, because I don't bang the gears in that thing, and I don't shift at a really high RPM. I don't do none of that, man. I'm very conservative in the way I drive. It was just there's really hard fourth and third gear pulls, you know, up to about 6,000 RPMs, and the boost kicks in, and that full 750 horsepower kicks in, and I think it was starting to take a strain, just maybe on the synchronizers or just on the gears itself. I don't know. But it was a lot, not a lot of glitter, but it was glitterly, and so I don't know. We'll see, but that's not going to be behind anything majorly powerful anymore. It'll be behind the other car, which is a 302, and it's stock. So, what else, man? Not a whole lot, dude. Turbo 351 camp has been kind of quiet the past couple weeks because of what's happened. You know, I appreciate everybody's condolences. I thank you so much for that. It's absolutely much respected. Thank you so much. YouTube crowd is very cool, very respectful, and I thank you dearly to all my customers and subscribers. Thank you, customers, subscribers. So yeah, so that's been going on. Not a whole lot. Getting ready for the summertime. Inflation is killing us, man. I know you guys are out there hurting. So am I. I mean, gas looks like it's going to be $5 a gallon, and it's going to get bad crazy, man. These cats are going to start going nuts. They're going to start stealing and robbing. So hunker down. Lock all your stuff down, because, you know, when things get this expensive, man, people resort to crime to pay their way, you know. It's a sad thing, but that's what happens. But anyway, you know, keep fighting the EPA. Keep holding on to your fossil fuel engine in your cars. It's not going to go away, guys. Don't believe that crap. You got to have fossil fuels, period. I mean, what are they going to do? Battery-operated airplanes? I don't think so, okay? It's not going to happen. So anyway, keep racing. Keep the hobby alive. Keep going strong, guys. Thanks for watching. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, and I appreciate everything, guys. Peace.